Being an innovator of social change means
going outside of yourself to help others, thinking outside the box.
Is someone who has a true passion for giving back. I think that's where it starts.
Just being a thinker, being ahead of the curve, always seeking best practices, being ahead of the marketplace.
Not take no for an answer, you're gonna make it happen. You're gonna grind, you're gonna not cut no corners.
Developing and implementing new, creative, and useful ways to make impact within our communities.
doing something that isn't normally done.
Honestly, just giving your all for your cause.
I believe innovation drives social change because we all need to start thinking outside the box so that you can come up with new and creative ways to have changes, make social changes.
Organization is my block, my hood, my city.
Director of Education and Training Innovation.
I'm the secretary, the driver, the CEO. I'm the founder.
I'm the CEO and founder, also the artistic director of our Performing Arts Academy and head choreographer and director of our production.
My role within City Insight is vice president, program instructor, program coordinator, mentor, technology director.
And I'm the founder of One Stock, One Future. My role within the organization is everything. Having just started the organization, I have no staff.
My role is simply a steward. I praise God that He's able to use me.
I came in, just with open ears, my passion, what I wanted to do, and then I took over the Tech Girls program, wrote some curriculum. It's really made new partnerships, just forming new relationships with people. That's probably been the most exciting part of my job. And then delivering it to the girls.
I run Tech Girls, I run 3D Youth, which involves girls and boys. And then I run Innovation and Technology Institute.
City Insight was recently awarded the Department of Labor Youth Build Grant for our construction training program that we're going to rehab in the Roseland community. We're going to teach 60 young people the construction skills to rehab the property. They're going to get certifications, and we're part of a pretty substantial network of other organizations that are doing similar type of work.
A STEAM nonprofit workforce development organization. Our goal is to expose them to STEAM skills. STEAM being science, technology, engineering, art, and math.
What we have is mentors from around the world that's in Chicago that actually teach the students about their culture and what they do. So the kids will get abundance of learning, not from their own city, but from their own mentor about how to do things in another culture, how to get a job in another culture. And then after that, within that year, they will go over there and kind of teach them a 2-week learning period about that.
So I wanted to start a program where I could show teenagers more of Chicago than their block or their neighborhood. And I was going to call it My Block, My Hood, My City. All these myths and misconceptions that we have about feeling unwelcome in these other communities, we just shooting those down with educational field trips.
I've been able to really experience sharing myself with people in my own transformation, them join me in the cause, and then through that, them having their own transformation, they share with other people. So it's like the Great Commission of health and fitness, but dominion over flesh.
Well, I founded One Stock, One Future in June of 2016. After the idea hit me in March of 2016, I conducted the first class with 40 students in July of 2016. So I think that what I'm most proud of is the fact that from a very short time period, I've raised a decent amount of money to help youth, and I've turned over 200 youth into public company shareholders to date.
Like one of my students just went to college. He got accepted at Robert Morris downtown, and he got accepted to Prairie View A&M in Houston, Texas. And he said because he had stepped outside of his comfort zone so many times throughout our program, he had the confidence to go out of state to college. I was really proud about that.
So I have my big dreams of sitting behind my desk, and I'm calling people, and I'm on the internet, I'm Googling what's happening in the marketplace, what's happening in technology. I'm thinking of all these things, and then I put it together, I put all the pieces together, and I give it to my instructor to do, and then the girls, they love it. I mean, what can you say? It's a feeling that you can't describe.
When I see what the people and the outcome of that physical transformation, when I see that and I see how happy they are, And I see how now they're sharing the information, and how now, instead of sisters pulling sisters down, in the transparency of their transformation, now sisters pulling sisters up and meeting them exactly where they are. That's amazing to me. I'm very excited about that.
I'm excited about where it's gonna go. Like, can we take the teenagers to Africa? You know, we can't afford to go to China, but we can go to Chinatown, you know, I keep saying it. I'm excited about taking them overseas. I also love the branding aspect. I love waking up and seeing people from all over the world wearing my block, my hood, my city.
I feel like in our communities, especially the Black communities, we have such great gifts, such great talents, but we don't always have access to the resources that we need in order to go that next level that we see other races and ethnicities go. One of the things about giving, you don't always get to see your impact right away. So you see it in little sparks here and there. But when I get to see my students as they're growing, and I not only see them become better artists, but just better people, I feel like the long hours, all the tireless work that I put into my passion and my purpose is worthwhile, because I'm not only creating great artists, I'm hoping to develop great people who will do even more than what I'm doing.
Oh my goodness, I love the YWCA. Just thinking about our mission, our vision, especially our leader, it really excites me. I feel like I don't even have a job. I mean, I know I'm getting paid, but I'm waking up on purpose every day. We're always doing something new and exciting, and we blend work with fun, and just being in the office, just feeling the buzz about what we're doing, social enterprise, and not only just in my department with our young people, Tech Girls, 3D Youth, just exposing them to STEM.
We're really in a position for enormous growth and enormous impact. And for those young people to, you know, look at me as a mentor, look at me as somebody who is always going to be there to, you know, make sure that they're doing okay.
When I hit that goal of 1 million under-resourced and underprivileged youth becoming shareholders, that when you look at the students in the west side of Chicago or the south side of Chicago, that the first thought about this child hopefully would not be, oh my God, are they going to hurt me? Are they going to rob me? That looks like an F student. But that they'll look at that child and say, that child might be an owner of McDonald's, an owner of Nike, an owner of Apple. So I'm really excited about hitting that goal of 1 million student shareholders.
My goal is actually to address the violence, the gun violence in particular in the Chicago area, more so in Inglewood and the back of the yards neighborhoods, by developing a mentoring program that's going to work directly with the inner city youth.
So some of the future plans of City Insight are to continue to do the work that we're doing, expand to more neighborhoods.
We want to expand to more schools in Chicago. Right now we're in 3 schools. We want to expand to 5 schools by September. We also would like to start working with sister cities like Detroit, Milwaukee, and St. Louis. I mean, it's a block in the hood everywhere.
Of course, I'm going to continue to work with other nonprofits and schools to turn their youth into shareholders.
A request that I made from God a long time ago, and I said, God, grant me time. I told him the deal was, it was like the deal at the crossroad. I'll do whatever you say do, I'll say whatever you tell me to say, and I'll go wherever you say go. That's what I see for the future. Wherever God sends me, I'm going to make sure that this right here impacts a lot of lives.
Many people confuse us with other organizations, but the YWCA, we are definitely on the forefront for women's issues, and we are a leader in women's services.
So, although I'm being nominated, it's inspiring to see what other people are doing too, and connect with those individuals, and just have a time, you know, within the not-for-profit world and what I do, we're givers. So to have a night where you're even acknowledged and appreciated, because we don't do this for thank yous, they're far and in between, but have a day where someone's saying you're doing a good job, you're doing something that matters, although you know it, to actually hear that is very humbling and needed for us to continue our road, because it's a journey, and it's not always an easy journey. So to have people actually appreciate what you do is awesome.
I was nominated by a good friend of mine, Brandeis Dunnigan. So thank you, Brandeis.
I have an inkling of who nominated me.
Yes, one of my staff members, Gregory Vine.
The gala is a game changer because it's a time in which we acknowledge each other, especially as Black.
Because I love collaboration, I love partnership, and I find it inspiring to see others out there doing great work as well.